the 3rd of September 1939, Prime Minister Robert Gordon Menzies announced the beginning of Australia's involvement in the Second World War on every national and commercial radio station in Australia. Almost 1 million Australians, both men and women, served in the Second World War. They fought in campaigns against Germany and Italy in Europe, the Mediterranean and North Africa, as well as against Japan and Southeast Asia and other parts of the Pacific. Just before Darwin's waterside workers clocked off for their smoko at 10 AM on the morning of Thursday, 19th of February 1942, the first bombers ever dropped on Australian soil rained down on the town wharf in Darwin Harbour. The whole town erupted and roared with the sound of exploding bombs, acrid smoke, and a wail of sirens. 6 men died outright, and in all, 23 known wharfies and 48 seafarers lost their lives during this first raid. Darwin's buildings were annihilated and smoke enveloped the air. 8 ships at anchor in the harbour were sunk and 11 damaged. Many military and civil facilities in Darwin, including the hospital at Mirriman, were left in ruins. A second raid by Japanese aircraft followed an hour later by 25 minutes of high-altitude bombing that destroyed 20 military aircraft at RAAF Perak. The first 2 raids killed over 243 people, and between 300 and 400 were injured. Other towns in northern Australia were also targeted, with additional bombing raids on Townsville, Katherine, Wyndham, Derby, Broome and Port Hedland. The attacks continued until November 1943, by which time the Japanese had bombed Darwin 64 times. During this time, the town of Darwin was devastated and left mostly at a standstill, and the RSL went into recession. However, as soldiers returned home and the town of Darwin started to rebuild, so did the Darwin RSL. And in 1949, the League once again took its rightful place within the community, providing activities, support and services that war-weary Darwin was seeking.